Alright, I'm doing a video about making a quick dinner, quick lunch, quick snack, and everything's from Aldi again. We got the Aldi traditional spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce, $1 from Aldi, no kidding. I mean, it's a big one. It's 24 ounce and $1. How can you go wrong? Then you've got the Mama Koozies pepperoni. This bag, I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't too bad, $1.59 or something. It's cooked pepperoni, ready to eat. Then I got their Happy Farms already shredded mozzarella cheese. Now here's a secret for you. You can check. Everybody thinks, oh, it's already shredded, so it's going to be more expensive. It's not. This is actually cheaper if you look at by weight than the block cheese, and it's already shredded for you. So if you go ahead, check the price yourself. It wasn't very expensive there at Aldi. This is 16 ounce, 1 pound. It wasn't that expensive, and it was actually, I looked at the price, it was less than a block of cheese. So there's the secret tip for you. Then I've got 1 onion. I already chopped it up. So that's your ingredients list right there. And one secret ingredient, which I'm going to divulge here in a minute. Aldi Regano Parmesan cheese. That's my secret ingredient. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so what you do, oh, and the bread. Now this bread is actually, I'm in Minnesota, but they ship this up from Chicago. Pretty famous bread. Turano, T-U-R-A-N-O, Pane Turano Italian bread. It's a big loaf, and it isn't that expensive. I can't remember how much it was, but it's really, if you like white Italian bread, it's really good. It's made in Chicago. I think the company's been there for, not actually Chicago, I think it's Berwyn, and it's been there for 100 years. I think it's one of the oldest bakeries in the Chicagoland area. But it's really good. It's tasty. It's priced really well at Aldi, and it's really good. And you get a huge 2-pound loaf of it for pretty cheap. Seriously. So there's my other secret. So I take the bread out. I've got two, as you can see, I've got 2 pieces of bread here. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the sauce, and I'm just going to take the sauce and spread it out on the bread, just like that. Real simple. Just spread out how much you want. If you like a lot of sauce, and put a lot of sauce in. If you don't like so much sauce, then don't put so much sauce in. The more sauce you put on, the more soggy the bread's going to get. But the thing is, I am going to put this in a toaster oven. There's another secret. First of all, I want to talk about microwaves. People, don't microwave anything. It's bad for you. Microwaves are evil. Get yourself throw it away. Get yourself a toaster oven. It takes a little longer to cook, but it's 1,000,000 times better for you. Microwaves kill the enzymes, the natural enzymes in food. To digest food properly, you have to have, the food has enzymes built in. Microwaves kill the enzymes, okay? So your food is not as digestible, and you're more apt to gain weight. It's true fact. Look it up yourself. Google it. Don't believe me. So toaster oven is what you want. All right. So I just spread out the spaghetti sauce. Now what you want to do is you want to put down. Oh, the secret. All right. Here's my secret. Parmesan cheese. Now the spaghetti sauce. If you're getting older like me, and you get heartburn from spaghetti sauce, the secret is Parmesan cheese. Just sprinkle some Parmesan cheese right on the sauce. You know, you don't have to use a ton, but I like to uniformly cover it. I mean, it tastes good anyway. It's Parmesan cheese. Everyone loves Parmesan cheese, right? But here's the secret. What it does is it cuts the acidity of the tomatoes down. And ever since I've been doing this, right on the pasta, or I mean right on the sauce, it's cut my heartburn down like you wouldn't believe. 100%. So there's the secret right there. Now, pepperoni. You want to take pepperoni, how many you want, it doesn't matter. It is kind of thin, so sometimes I like to overlap them, because then when you take a bite, it's got a little more substance to it. But again, it's pepperoni. Now you can, if you want a vegan thing, skip this step. You know, maybe you just eat cheese. Some vegans eat cheese and eggs. Not all of them, but I do know some that do that. They just don't eat the meat. A true vegan, of course, doesn't eat anything made from an animal. But not all vegans are real true vegans. Some are just, I don't know. I'm running out of pepperoni. I've got more, but I'm not. I'm just going to have half. I've got more in the fridge, but I'm just going to use what's left over here. I'm not going to get any more. This one will be half. Okay, now what you want to do is put your onions on. I love onions, so I'm going to put a lot of onions on there. Just like that. Put as many onions on as you want. If you don't like onions, you can use something else, whatever, but I like onions. And I like onions, so that's a whole onion. Now you want to get some, if you want to, get some Italian seasoning. Now this, again, this is Aldi. I get this at Aldi, Stone Mill. And it's cheap. It's only, anywhere else, in the grocery stores around here, the main big grocery stores, a thing this big of Italian seasoning is $3-4 bucks. No kidding. $3 to $5 bucks. Aldi, I think this is $1.49, maybe $1.69, maybe even closer to $1. I don't know, but it's guaranteed it's no more than $1.69 at Aldi, and you get, it's a big, that's a big deal. It's it says 1.35 ounce, but let me tell you, that's a lot. It's a big thing of Italian seasoning. Now you could skip this step if you want. I love Italian seasoning, so I'm going to put some on there, just like so. And you want to put it in there so because it's herbs and spices, so you want it to cook into the juices and flow, and you know, so the flavor gets out there. You don't want to just, if you don't do that, the flavor is just not there. It doesn't distribute itself. Okay, now the final step, the mozzarella cheese, which you've already talked about. Just buy the shred stuff. It's cheaper. All right, a lot cheaper at Aldi anyway. Now I'm an Aldi guy. I eat at Aldi. I mean, I don't eat at Aldi, but I buy my food at Aldi. And you'll save money too. If you're going out to restaurants, you're going to pay a lot of money for this. Just for this sandwich, which I'm making right now, open face sandwich, at a restaurant, you're going to pay 8 to 16 bucks, no problem. Then you got your drink, which is always $2.50 to $3.50. Then you got your tip. Go to a restaurant, you're going to pay big bucks. What did I just say? Add that up. This cost me barely nothing. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the toaster oven, and when I pull it out, I'll restart the video so you can see it. Alright, so I put it in the toaster oven, and I put it in at 375 degrees for 8 minutes. Now I've got a convection toaster oven. This is a toaster oven I really do actually endorse. It's a Breville, B-R-E-V-I-L-L-E toaster oven. I tell you what, we've had this, probably threw away the microwave, bought this 5 years ago, and it's worked 100% every single day. We use it every day. It works fantastic. It toasts your food, cooks it fast, and it's convection, which means it has a fan in there that blows the air around, and it cooks even more thoroughly and gives you a little more crisp. So let me tell you, get one of these ovens, throw your microwave away, seriously, and get one of these. This is awesome. Alright, so I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to stop the video here, and I'll be back in about 8 minutes. Alright, so 8 minutes went 8 minutes at 375. Let's see what it looks like. Now, you can make it to taste. If you like it crispier, you can leave it in longer. Bread is crispy, but there's no brown. The cheese doesn't have any brown tint to it, which I really like. So I'm going to put it back in for a little bit more time. Probably I'm just going to raise the price. I'm just going to raise the temperature to 390 and just go 2 minutes. And we'll see what happens. I'll come back in a second. Alright, so I actually put it in for another 4 minutes. And here's another trick I'll tell you. Keep a metal flashlight close by. One thing this toaster oven doesn't have is a light inside there. So I just keep a metal flashlight close by. I put it in actually for another 4 minutes, and there's some browning starting around the outside, and that's fine. I'm going to eat it like that. I'm hungry and I'm not going to wait anymore. So there, bon appetit. You've got a quick, easy meal. Probably took about 12 minutes. Now, if I would have turned the heat up to, sometimes I do this, 425, you could probably only do 5 minutes then. So if you crank the heat up to 425 and go 4 to 6 minutes, if you're in a hurry, that might be a better option for you. But there you go. Quick and easy meal. Didn't cost much. And perfect for bachelors, or if the wife is gone, or if you're a college student, or anyone that needs a quick and easy meal. And of course you can do different, you can do it differently. You can cook the onions ahead of time. You can use a different kind of meat. You can use a different kind of cheese. You can use no meat at all. You can use different spices. You can put some garlic powder on there, or whatever you want. So there's a lot of different variables. But the point here is you're getting a pretty good meal, and it's very inexpensive. And again, I can't say enough about Aldi, and no, they're not paying me for this, but Aldi is where I shop now. And if you like this video, share it to somebody who can use it. And of course, I'd love you to subscribe and also like the video. And to everyone out there, bon appetit!